officiating and just all the other stuff that was going on.
Our guys just played good. I mean, they battled and worked and persevered, and you know, it's hard to come in here and win start to finish, and you know, those guys have gotten better. They've bought into what we're trying to do, and you know, we set aside a game plan, what we needed to do, and they did it. And you know, credit goes to them. We just, as coaches, put them in situations for them to succeed, and they played pretty good. Kendall was terrific. I thought all our guys were good. And just Alex couldn't get in the groove because of foul trouble. Cam kind of was off the mark tonight, but still played well. And then we got great defense, so it was good. So,
It seemed like every time you needed a big buck was they were trying to make a run, Kendall came through for you.
it's pretty
Did
good.
that just speak to his senior leadership and his understanding
Well, I
of
think it
situations?
speaks to his senior leadership, but I think it just shows how dang good he is, and I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves. I mean, you know, everybody wants to talk about Cam's great year, and yeah, Cam's had an unbelievable year, but it'd be hard for me to find a guard as good as that kid when we need him to be, and tonight we needed him to be, and he was awesome.
I know Kendall's stepped up in a lot of games for you guys
Right.
throughout the years. He had never scored more than 15 against UNLV. Did you know coming into tonight that it might be something a little different with him? Was he carrying himself any differently?
No, he just played well.
I know
he
the
just hit some shots, and you know, I think they knew what kind of opportunity it was. I mean, you're playing on ESPN on national TV, and we don't get that many chances at it, and there's not a lot of big games today. So you know, you're gonna have a lot of people watching you, and a lot of people watching your program. So you know, it was good for our kids to. You know, we always get that slogan, "We are New Mexico," but I think people saw that tonight, and that was good for our kids. I'm just really happy for them. I've been around 4 championships, but I was really, really proud of our guys. I told them that after the game. I couldn't be more proud of how they handled themselves and, through some adversity, and they just kept battling. And I got great bench play from Merv, and that just shows you when you have a great attitude and you're for your teammates and you think positive about your teammates and what's going on with your team, that good things are going to happen to you. And I think that's happened with Pancake, and I think that's happened with Merv.
You guys, 1 month ago, obviously it was only a 3-point game in the pit, but they had a lot more success offensively. They scored 76. Tonight, what did you guys do defensively differently that held them to what did they have? 56.
Well, I think we didn't let them get off in transition. Like, you know, I talked to the guys before the Nevada game. Nevada's really, really good in transition. And if you take time and get the shots you want and score baskets, it's hard to get out of transition. And when you're scoring on them, they can't get the best part of their game going, and that's transition.
Is the other key, though, your ability to go inside and kind of control tempo?
Yeah, you can-
and bang a little and get
Yeah.
those guys in foul trouble?
You can control tempo because you have those 2 monsters that I have.
Right.
And you know, one thing that people don't want to talk about, Kendall's so unselfish that he's allowed us to play through those guys. And then he kind of gets his as the game comes, but his game's just soaring, and I'm really happy for him. Man, all his family here, and it's just a good win for us.
I thought Greenwood's playtime was very important. He wasn't real fancy, but I thought he was a
Well, he's just
key.
a glue guy.
Yeah.
He's going to get you big time rebounds. He's going to guard. You know, he made a crucial shot in the lane there, a little fall away. You know, he's not going to put up a lot of big numbers, but the numbers that he's going to put up are the ones that matter for wins.
He's a really good inside rebounding guard, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
you don't
probably
see
the
guys
best.
like that.
He's probably the best rebounding guard in the conference.
There was one point in
Thanks, man.
transition.
Good win.
I think one of the few times they were able to
I'll
get
wait for
transition
Kendall.
was right after, I'll say, a lot of physical play underneath to Alex. You thought it should have been a foul, I'm guessing, is what you were telling the ref, or what happened on that?
They tried to take an intentional foul. And I
Is
just
that-
said it's foul. But, I mean, they just, you know, so I was just trying to protect my player.
That was one of the few times they were able to get out in transition, I think, right? I mean,
Yeah, and then, you know, if you score at a high clip, and if you can get, you know, over, you know, 1.1, 1.2 per possession, it's hard to get out in transition.
That's not what you guys are at tonight, 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's hard to get out in transition, and that's what you have to do against good transition teams. You have to control tempo and get the shots you want to get.
And since I know you guys probably, I don't know if you guys are meeting again, are you, before
No.
Okay.
For what?
Well, then let me ask you about Saturday's game, since there won't be a presser.
It's another game.
It's a pretty big one, though, wouldn't you say?
They're all big now. This would, I mean, you know, people didn't think we were gonna win this. And our guys believed we were gonna win, and I believed we were gonna win, my staff believed we were gonna win, and we had a great opportunity. Well, we got another great opportunity on Saturday. So I know my team will be ready, and I'm sure they'll be ready.
How close are you to the ceiling? I know this year you've talked a lot about this high ceiling of this team. How close are you to that ceiling?
Not close, but we got, it's coming. I mean, you can see it, and if we can get there, we'll be pretty tough.